Okay, so let's look at, we can't get his knee off the mat. That can sometimes happen. So just go from knee shield. So say from knee shield half guard, doing the same stuff. I kick up, I win that underhook. I put in the leech hook, I make the scoop grip, and now from there I get lower leg shift. So I just, sometimes it's called the stomp, just extend my right leg underneath Tyrone's right knee, and then I just put in that leech hook. So again, covered this before, curling my left heel towards my butt, turning my knee up and engaging my hip. Once I have that leech hook in, the second goal is the knee lift. Just turn this way up. Notice the way, a little bit. Notice the way Tyrone's knees on the mat. So the next part of this roll under sweep is me engaging my hips to actually get Tyrone's right knee off the mat. That allows me now to bring my right leg underneath so it comes out in front, and then we start using our hip lever, our hip, moving our hips. So again, it's the reverse shrimp. I can be flat on my back, and then I'm just shrimping in a circle to put Tyrone down. Notice the way to make that sweep work. When he's two hands on the mat, you have to get his knee off the mat. But we're going to look at the scenario now where Tyrone keeps his knee on the mat, and he can do that by putting weight on his knee, by putting his weight on me, and maybe extending out his left leg to put a lot more weight on it. So when we get to this position here, and I put in the leech hook, and I'm trying to turn Tyrone's knee up, just circle this way, bro. So I want this knee off the mat, but now he's put the weight on the knee, he's putting his weight on me, and he's come up with this. Notice the way my right leg is actually trapped behind his right knee. So for me to start reverse shrimping and shrimping in a circle to sweep him to his right, my left, that would be very, very difficult. So if I can't get his right knee off the mat, the pathway is I'm coming to my knees, just a dogfight position. So from there, I can just withdraw my right elbow and come up into the dogfight position. So the weakness in the dogfight position is Tyrone withdraws his leg. If he can get that out, and now he can win an underhook and all that stuff. So the two ways of keeping his leg on the inside is I can pinch with my knees and bring my right knee in front and keep a post here, try to withdraw your knee. The other thing is I can bring my right hand underneath and make that scoop grip. So now my right tricep is in front of his right knee. Try to withdraw your knee now. And now we've just got the roll under sweep. In most scenarios from here, once I go to the dog fight, if Tyrone hasn't got a whizzer on me, in other words, if he's got his hand on the mat, I'm just taking the back. And from that position, I'm on the back. And that's the pathway. So kick up, the underhook, lower leg shift, scoop grip, and now Tyrone puts all his weight on me. So now the pathway is to the dogfight position. So I can just push with my underhook and withdraw my elbow. He'll put the whizzer on, because if he doesn't, I'm taking this back. And now from there, the go-to sweep, this roll under sweep, the whole time I don't want him withdrawing his knee, I make the grip, keep your whizzer on, bro, and I just roll over my right shoulder and put Tyrone down. So, just do one with your back till you can see what we're doing with the knee. So, from our position, I kick up, I win that underhook, scoop grip, lower leg shift, trying to get that knee off. But now that knee, he's put all his weight on his right knee, he's leaning into me, he's put his leg up. I can't get my leg in front of his leg, and I can't get that knee off the mat. So I can push with my underhook and withdraw my elbow and come into the dogfight position. The pathway now is, if he has no whizzer on, I'm taking his back. If he has the whizzer on, we're just going for the sweep. I don't want him disengaging this leg. So when I make that grip, my tricep is in front of his right knee. I just roll over my right shoulder. And now from here, we're on top. But good players, they don't have to keep that whizzer on. We looked at that in the last move. They can be constantly stopping the back take with the whizzer and then posting with their hands. Jedi mind trick. Okay, so let's look at, we still need this skill of sweeping someone from the roll under sweep with two hands on the mat. We're just going to go back to the last move. So from our position, I kick up, on the underhook, lower leg shift, can't get his knee off the mat, the knee lift. So now I'm coming up to the dog fight position. So we're here, I can bring my knee in. I'm going to go for the roll under sweep. Okay, but now as I roll, Tyrone releases his whizzer and posts with his hands. We end up here. Notice the way Tyrone's right knee's off the mat now. So we're just back to the last move. The battle was getting his knee off the mat, so now I can bring my right leg under his. Now nothing's changed. I just now move my hip, reverse shrimp, and then I find that dead angle that the belt's pointing towards. Control the hip, and now we're into top position. Let's just get another angle on that. Just with your back to the fold is good. So nice little sequence from the tight waist grip series. When I come up to my knees in the dogfight position and he happens to be posting with his hands, we just go back to the last move again. The goal was to get his knee off the mat. If I can't get his knee off the mat, I come to my knees. If I go for the roll under sweep and he's posting with his hands, his knee is off the mat, we just go back to the move. So I kick up, I go down underhook, lower leg shift. Can't get the knee off the mat, so this sweep isn't going to work. This version of the roll under sweep isn't going to work. So I come up to the dogfight position. If he's no whizzer on, just taking the back. If he has the whizzer on, it's the roll under sweep. But good players, as I go for the roll under sweep, will post their hand. Notice the way Tyrone's knee is on the mat. As I start to turn, it's off the mat. He can't keep that on the mat when I roll under from the dogfight position. Nothing's really changed. I've got the lower leg shift. I've got his knee off the mat. Now it's this hip shift. I'm on my right side. The reverse shrimp takes me flat onto my back. And now from there, Tyrone can only post in that segment. So just your normal shift. My circle is moving inside. It's smaller than his, which means I get the sweep. So that's dealing with when you can't get the knee off the mat.